So the current situation in the house right now is that some of the housemates are literally eating with their bare hands. You can clearly see this on your screen. Like Tracy is eating with her hands. Nobody wants to do anything about the spoon situation. Some persons have the opportunity to use the plastic fork. Thelma revealed that she had some plastic fork and some teaspoon from the HOH lounge. Wahala no be like bicycle like this. Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you guys are doing fine. Hope you're doing great. Hope everywhere Marama, hope everywhere Stewart. Please do not forget to subscribe to this channel, turn on your notification bell, and also do not forget to give me, just leave me a huge thumbs up and then share this video. Thank you. Before I continue with the gist, I'm gonna get this one from the cutest Kimi. Says Imisi is a fave, but she needs to drop those spoons and direct her anger at Thelma directly. It is not cute. Now I'm gonna use this medium to send a huge shout out to everybody who is not actually a fanatic. Like when I say people that stanship has not beclouded their senses of reasoning, I want to send a huge shout out to you guys, because I have noticed on this baby street it is very rare to get see people who are quite reasonable, understand things the way it should be, and not about who you stand or who you do not stand. And I'm actually saying this: if you belong to any fan base and then you are not actually beclouded by stanship, may the good Lord continue to bless that your brain for me. Because what my eye sees on this social space, more wahala be like bicycle. Anyways, back to the matter, open and close. This guy Faith literally hid Imisi'S bag. It's giving aura for aura at this point. Faith literally hid Imisi'S bag, brought it out from the cupboard because last night I never knew that was what he was doing, because Faith told Kola the last night, early hours of the morning, during that spoon shenanigans, when Kola went to go meet Imisi and be like, oh Imisi, return this or that. Like Imisi said she's not gonna return it. Faith told Kola about hiding Imisi'S bag, but Kola said he cannot stoop so low. I never knew that Faith later hid that bag, because Faith went to the cupboard in the kitchen because he was arranging plastic drinks and all of that, the pallet of drinks and water. I was thinking this is just him trying to arrange after Mason has actually kept the kitchen neat. I never knew this is him trying to use those pallets of drinks to cover Imisi's backpack. Like, I don't get it. So Faith went in there, brought in some spoons. I think it was like 2 spoons or thereabouts, maybe 3, that he saw in Imisi's bag, and then he removed it and dropped it at the rack. And then he now hid the bag back where he kept it, used the pallet on top of it. And I'm like, interesting. By the way, is that actually a best place to hide things? Because of course people would open there easily and get to see it. So that is the situation right now going on about the spoon situationship. The housemates are kind of adamant towards it. They do not want to, spill too much about it. And now this is Faith codedly doing his own thing. Meanwhile, it may seem as though that this massage chair is actually serving as a stress relief for this housemates. Whoever actually have it too much on their head, they will just go sit back there and relax. As for Emisi, she no send anybody. She's like, okay, now they tell me too much, I'ma go relax and just take my head down, enjoy myself. She was literally on that chair, and then they were lamenting about spoon in the kitchen because Thelma prepared coconut rice and was sharing, and then they started talking about Faith was even there. They were not talking about the spoon, and the Faith was like, is that why she seated there to watch people who would use cutlery and all of that? And the person they were referring to was actually dozing off on that chair. She not even said, she doesn't even give 2 F's, and I'm like, this girl wahala be like bicycle. So Thelma revealed and said Biggie had instructed her to go collect the spoons from Imisi, but she said she's not going to do that. That is not something she wants to stoop so low to do. And then Culture came to relay the information to Imisi that someone went to go report her to Big Brother about the spoon ish, and then Big Brother has requested for her to return those spoons. And then Imisi still insisted and told Culture, I am not with those spoons anymore. The spoons are not with me, And then Imisi was pleading for Culture to tell her who went to go report to Big Brother. Culture was like, I no go fit tell you this one, I no go fit tell you. Imisi was like trying to swear and I said, please tell me, I promise you I will not tell anybody. Culture insisted that he cannot reveal to Imisi the person who went to go report. And before you know it, Culture now asked about Kola and be like, you and Kola, and I don't settle. And then she was like, me and Kola, we speak. And then Imisi now coded it and be like, was it Kola who went to go report? And then Culture was like, no, Nobia, just forget about it, Nobia. Talking about culture, people on the social space have been lamenting. They say, you see this culture, when in cup go full like this, hey, because he has been instigating things and then he has been actually escaping all of them. So people on the social space have been waiting for his cup to get full. Tracy, you guys remember yesterday night, should I say the early hours of this morning, when Thelma and Thelma, Bright, Mide, Kola, and Tracy, they were all seated down, discussing Imisi'S matter, and then the Isabella ish, and how they said Isabella has other and all of that. So Tracy was sat, and then they actually tabled culture matter in front of Tracy, and they were telling her, you see that your friend culture, that one they instigate things when I go remember him and all of that. So Tracy took all of those things to go tell culture, and they started confronting culture. That culture, tell me, they said you are somebody that have been telling people things, instigating things, and this is not the first time I have heard that about you. And I know where Tracy is coming from, because it was when Denari had that convo with Gigi Jasmine that Ebuka asked them the Sunday Gigi left, right? And then Denari said something about with Mensan, he can actually keep secret, but culture has got a loose mouth, right? So now Tracy was like, this is not the first time I've heard this about you. I want to hear your own side. Did you do all of these things? Because they said that you have been instigating things. You went to go tell Sultana that Bright likes her, and you went to go tell Bright that Sultana likes her. Even when Isabella picks what's it called, Mide as the person she will be replicating, and then Isabella did ill, and then Culture reply was, now this type are they like. Culture was like, he never said a thing like that to Isabella just to instigate fight with Mide, that he never did a thing like that. And then Tracy now said, and they said you even do not like my friend. And then Culture said he doesn't owe any clarity for all of this, because he feels like they would say whatever they want to say, but the part he's going to clarify is the part of Zita, that he did not go telling anybody about Zita, that it was just during that time they were sleeping on the floor, yada yada yada. He had to explain, because it may seem as though culture do not like Zita, but you guys know Tracy and Zita are close friends right now in the house, and Tracy also have good relationship with culture. So now culture was now telling Tracy that this was how the Bryce and Mide get to know about the Zita ish, and then that all of this they are saying that he never did that Mide problem is because he was dancing with Isabella when Isabella was dissing Mide and calling them transgender, two transgenders, and that he never added anything to it. So they had that conversation. Later on, Tracy went to have convo with Zita. She started again explaining the whole thing to Zita. That means Zita is also aware about all the things that was said. Culture also denied the fact of trying to spread the rumor about Isabella's mouth smelling or the body or the thinking that is flying in the house. That Culture also told Tracy that I went to go tell Isabella all of this. I am actually not the one who was spreading all the things that they are saying. So Zita listened to what Tracy was saying. Zita now told Tracy that she doesn't really care about herself and culture, so far that they are coexisting in peace on this space, that there is no problem. They don't need to be good friends or whatever. So far they are coexisting in peace, no problem. That culture even asked her for something upstairs, and then she was having only one left. She even gave him that. It's not a big deal, that they are not having issues, but they don't just vibe with each other. And you guys know that sometimes it's like that. You must not vibe with everybody. Now, talking about vibing with everybody, Bright and Mide was seen having conversation, and then Bright started telling Mide that, do you know that Imisi messed with people things when she have issues with people? And then I think Mide was doubting it, and then Bright was like, sure, you know her from anywhere. I have noticed it with that of Joanna when they had that situation of beauty queen without beauty. Imisi messed with Joanna's makeup, and then Imisi, when Joanna started complaining about her makeup, Imisi was reacting in a funny way, saying that you never see anything, this is just the beginning, in Yoruba. And then Bryce says he clocked all of that. He was telling Mide, and Mide was like, are you serious? And also, Bryce on the social space, people have been calling him out that he may seem as though he is actually the weapon fashion against Kola, because Bryce has been asking some certain questions to Kola that would actually bring drags to him. First off, it was yesterday when he asked them Kola about the Dede shenanigans, and then Kola tried to reply. Now today again, Imisi was busy in that massage chair relaxing herself, and then Bryce started up again and said, if he's in real life, would you want to be friends with this kind of person? And then Kola tried to answer the question in a way that it's not going to look bad, and was like, but that's why we're in this house now. Oh no, Kola was like, if Sabrina was here, we are not going to be close, And then Bright was like, answer the question, Jerry, everything you not answer straight. I'm talking about this outside the house. Would you have been friends with this person? You go out, see this one in a restaurant, would you have spoken to her, all of that? Bright said no, it will never. Kola replied, said no, that he wouldn't have been friends with Imisi if not for this house. Then he now said, but maybe that's why the show is here now, to actually get to do things that you will not do on a regular. So because of that, people feel like what Bright is doing is to instigate things and a different notion of Kola's personality to the world, you know. And now, having speaking about that, they also spoke about Dede, and then Kola started telling Bright that Dede said she has been feeling him recently, like more than usual, and also that the thing is, what he feels that Dede is kind of scared about the person she has outside. It may seem as though the person is wealthy, and then Dede doesn't want to spoil things up. That's why she's actually trying to maintain. And then he feels like outside the house, Brand will want to work with himself and Dede because of this whole ship shenanigans. And then he also told Dede that, please, if Brand wants to work with us, can you actually keep your relationship aside and let's just work? And Dede was like, her reply was like, oh no, I'm not ready to let cover my eyes over money and now say no. So far they're paying me, I am definitely going to work with you. There is nothing there. That was what Dede said, according to what Kola had told Bright. And then he also now revealed that it's just going to be a shaky situation because on her birthday, he might not be present because her man will be there, or maybe he might just come with somebody he might be seeing as at that time. And I'm like, oh, post show, he go choke sha, we are all sat in it. Okay, now Kola saying all of this, and then people are like, wow, so this one, your strategy to actually be with the top girl of the season, and so that you'd actually have this sheep triangle flying with your name. Yomi Mommy says, Bright too, now another gamer, steadily exposing Kola-ish. And then someone says, spot on, notice the scenes, and someone says, I love him sometimes. So right now, it's giving, that's why I say they said Bright is the weapon fashion against Kola right now, because it's just giving like he is exposing Kola's strategy in a different form. Billionaire says Kola just confirmed what I have been saying all along. He wants to be seen with the hottest girl of the season so they can attract brand endorsement post-show. Okay, I'm going to skip the T word. Anybody shipping that script with Dede. So now they are cussing Kola out and his gameplay. But you guys, it's obvious. I told you this housemate this season, they are all playing the game. Let the best gamer do what? To win this shit. And that's on period. So right now they are calling out on Kola because of what he has actually revealed to Bright. Anyways, I'm dropping it here to leave the rest for you guys in the comment section. Please do not forget to like and share this video. And if you're yet to subscribe to this channel, kindly do so. Thank you and bye for now.